Good morning, my most amazing artists. For the second half of our project, you're gonna need a piece of paper that's big enough to fit your creature on, and then you're gonna need some watercolor paint, some water, a paintbrush, and some scissors. So go ahead and grab your supplies, and then when you're ready, press play. Okay, friends, first we need to talk about this bad guy. He's like one of my favorite things to talk about in the art room. It's the color wheel. This is how we get all of the colors and the combinations that we need to make art. Today we're going to talk about warm and cool colors. And if you take the color wheel and you pretty much split her in half, so right through here, you're going to have warm colors on one side and cool colors on the other side. So which ones remind us of fire? Probably the warm colors. What colors remind us of being really cold? Sometimes my lips turn blue because I'm outside too long. Yeah, these colors over here, okay? So, depending on the project, depends on what colors you get. Pay attention. We talked a little bit about the color wheel, but let's talk about some paintings that could depict a warm or cool color combination. What about this one, would you say? Is that more warm colors or cool colors? If you said cool colors, you are correct. What about this one? Warm colors or cool colors? Warm colors? Definitely. Here's one of my favorites. Warm colors or cool colors? You know it's warm colors. Good job. And then this, I actually have a big poster of in my classroom. This is Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. Warm colors or cool colors? Definitely some cool colors, okay? So now that we've got that in our brain, let's go ahead and get started painting. Okay, friends, I found a paper that will fit my snowman on there. I've got my paint. I've got my water, and you know what, friends? I just use a yogurt cup for my water. It's like the best. We don't need this right now, so we're gonna pass that off to the side and get my paintbrush ready. And I want you to make sure that you're holding your paintbrush correctly too. Remember, this is the bristles, this is the danger zone, and this is the handle. We wanna make sure not to touch the danger zone. It's just where we get too dirty. Also, when we're painting today, I want you to paint like a ballerina, keeping the bristles of your brush on her tippy toes. You do not want her smooshed all the way down, sitting on her bottom, because she did not go to the booty scoot in ballet. So when you're painting, just make sure that you are keeping your paintbrush on her tippy toes. Swish slowly. Wipe on the side. My friends, we're gonna be using the cool colors. So I've got violet, blue, a light blue, and a green. But whatever cool colors you have will do just fine. And I'm going to gently put my paintbrush in the green paint, and then holding my paintbrush correctly, making sure to keep my ballerina up on her tippy toes, I'm going to make a whole bunch of swirls all over my paper. And whenever I notice my paintbrush is getting a little dry, I give her a drink in the water. It is okay if your swirls go over each other. That is called overlapping. We overlap a lot in our artwork sometimes. So I try to think my hands would be overlapping like this, but this way they are not overlapping. My fingers could be overlapping or they could not be overlapping. Okay, and it's okay if your swirls are overlapping. I'm also going to use all of my cool colors all over this paper, different sizes of swirls. Maybe I just want a tiny guy right there. Okay, all over my paper. I'm gonna go into hyperdrive here, guys, and finish up the rest of these colors. Okay, friends, we are done with this. Go ahead and set this off to the side to dry. We're done with our paint. The next thing we need is that snowman again. And Mine looks pretty plain, so I'm gonna add some color to mine just using some crayons. And I'm thinking maybe some saber colors, at least some purple. So I'm gonna color in their scarf purple. You can do a pattern if you'd like. Add some stripes. You could add hearts. You could add, I don't know, any design that you want. You wanna add dinosaurs. You wanna add Santa hats. Whatever you would like. Make sure to fill in the white spaces. Making sure that you're resting your arm on the table. Staying inside the lines. And then the band on the hat, I'm just gonna color in the entire color. It's a fancy hat that I wear with many outfits. Hopefully your crayons are a little bit longer than mine. Mine are broken, and that's okay. And then add the yellow in here. As I'm coloring this, I'm thinking too, what if I wanted to shade my snowman and give him some depth? He looks kind of flat right now. So I could add some shading to make him look a little bit more round. Miss Janicek, how would you do that? I will show you. I'm going to take a light blue color and I'm going to just add a little bit of coloring on the side. It could be either on this side or on the other side. A little bit of shading on the side. You know what else you could use? You could use chalk for this, and then you could use your finger to smear it. Right now, I'm just using the crayons. So if you had some colored chalk, some blue, some light blue, maybe you wanted to do purple, that would be nice to show some shading on the side of your snowman. Look at that, he looks alive already. Don't forget the carrot nose. And now, I think I'm ready to cut mine out. I'm gonna do this in hyperdrive. Stay tuned, friends. Okay, friends, don't forget to throw away your trash. We don't wanna leave a mess around here. You need to bring back your swirls. Look, my snowman fits on there just perfect. And you're gonna need glue or a glue stick to glue down your snowman, excuse me. Make sure to flip over the small paper. You pick the top if there's any dried glue. Give the glue a second to get all the way down to the nozzle. And then you don't want to be at the very edge of your snowman. You just want to come in a little bit. And you're going to gently squeeze a baby line of glue all the way around the outside. And then what I like to do, especially for these little edges, I just stick my finger in a little bit of glue and just paint it on there with my finger because I don't want it to ooze out. I don't want it to ooze out. I just need a little sticky right there. Then with both hands, hold it up where you want it. Maybe you want it off to the side. Maybe you want it right in the middle. Maybe you want them, I like it like that. Pat it down. Get those hat edges to lay flat. Then what you're gonna do is flip it over and give it a nice back rub. What snowman wouldn't want a nice massage, right? Go ahead and rub it all over. This would also be a good time if you wanted to add the date to the back of your artwork or to sign your artwork. Definitely put it there. And then when we flip it over, look at that. He's all good to go. Good job, guys. So I cannot wait to see your finished products. Make sure to take a picture and show me.